Hi guys and welcome back. Very often in our programs we'll be dealing with numbers, but almost as often, if not more, we will want to deal with text. The user will be giving us some text that we want to interact with, we will be doing some processing on it, we will be wanting to print some text out to the screen, and that is where the next data type comes in. In Python, we've got another type called strings that are used to contain text, like characters, symbols, numbers, or anything else we want. Here's our first string that I'm going to call my string, and it contains the value hello world. So a couple of things about this string is that it is surrounded by double quotation marks. You can also use single quotation marks if you like, but it's important that the start and the end quotation mark match, so they have to be the same. You can't mix and match them. So this here would be invalid because the start quote and the end quote are different. I like using double quotation marks, but that's just me. You can use whichever one you like. This string here contains the characters H, E, L, L, and so on, including the comma and the space and the exclamation mark. When Python looks at this string, it knows nothing about it. It doesn't care what its contents are. It doesn't have any meaning, like the number 30 does, because you can do maths on it, for example. A string doesn't have any intrinsic meaning for Python. All it's used for is to carry these characters. For example, you can use it to print some information out to the user, like hello world. If you wanted to print that out, you can store it inside a string and then print it. As an aside, remember you can always use the value itself instead of a variable inside the print function here if you prefer. Sometimes you'll want to use one quotation mark or the other depending on the contents of the string. So if you've got a string with quotes, then you'll want to use the double quotes, such as hello, it's me. Here you definitely want to use the double quotation marks on the outside because you've got a single quotation mark on the inside. If you were to use single quotation marks throughout, then this part here is not included in the string because the string